Assalamu alaikum. Peace to all my brothers and sisters around the world. I would like to talk about a boycott that's been going around for quite some time. It's called the Boycott Israel campaign. And this campaign is to boycott the Israeli apartheid in Palestine, the Israeli atrocities and oppression they are giving to the Palestinians. This boycott, the website for this boycott is the URL is inminds.co.uk/boycott-israel.php. And on the website you'll find companies, brands, fatwas by four different Islamic scholars that support the boycott, and you will find a lot of companies and brands that are near and dear to our hearts, like Coca-Cola, Starbucks, Disney, and a whole lot more that support Israel. And they have research findings about these companies, that the history of these companies that support the Israeli apartheid. So go to the website and check it out for yourself. This is something we all should do, as all human beings should do, and especially to my Muslim brothers and sisters that are, living in the world, because these are our brothers, that are and sisters that are dying in Palestine unjustly. I would like to read the fatwa by Ayatollah Sayyid Muhammad Hussein Fadullah of Lebanon. His fatwa was given on November 28, 2000. And in his fatwa to all the Muslims of the world, Sayyid Muhammad Hussein Fadullah calls for a boycott of all Israeli and American goods. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most exalted, has ordained that every Muslim should care about the affairs of other Muslims and defend their causes by all means, in all possible means, in order to preserve their strength and dignity. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, says, "Whosoever does not care about Muslims' affairs is not a Muslim." Thus, Islam is an intellectual, emotional, and practical state in the Muslim's personality that interacts with Muslims' affairs at all levels, and therefore we cannot be indifferent to their causes. The Prophet, peace be upon him, and his family has also said, "Whosoever hears Muslims calling for help without answering that call is not a Muslim." And this implies that answering a Muslim's call for help, either as an individual or as a community, is an integral part of Islam. An Islam that will be so lost to any Muslim who do not answer such a call. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, has also said, "Whosoever sees a wrong, he should change it with his hand. But if he can't, with his tongue. And if he can't, then in his heart," which is the weakest sign of faith. You all know what has happened to our brothers and sisters in Palestine for over 60 plus years. Their lands have been occupied. They have been thrown out of their own country. Their women, their children, and elderly have been killed. Their homes were destroyed and bombed, and the Al-Aqsa Mosque in the West Bank has been profaned, and there are plans to destroy it. They are fighting the enemy and confronting it with nothing but their bare flesh, stones, and light arms. They are defending themselves, their families, their livelihood, their land, and their independence, and they have been crying out for international protection and support from the Muslim states and peoples to no avail. Some of these states that reconciled with the enemy did not even decide to boycott the enemy politically or even to withdraw their ambassadors. They found it sufficient to join the organization of the Islamic Conference in the condemnation and protest with no political consequences. They are all afraid of America, who supports the enemy with all its political, military, and economic might. They even prevent the Security Council and all the states under the influence from condemning the brutal crimes of Israel. This is the least effort we can make in order to defend Muslims against the political, economic, and military wrongs and aggression, is to boycott all those who support the enemy and who maintains its expansion and strength, especially the United States of America, which is the biggest enemy of all Muslims. We should boycott American goods whenever possible, and you should boycott all Israeli goods, as well as the companies that help Israeli companies financially. You should also put pressure on your governments to stop putting funds into American banks, as they will be used to support Israel. All Muslims remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying, "Your nation is but one," and also saying, "All believers are brothers and sisters." In addition, the Prophet, peace be upon him, and his family has said, "A Muslim is the brother to his fellow Muslim. He does not wrong him, surrender to the enemy, or let him down." Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most exalted, wants you to be dignified, strong, and free. And this cannot be achieved other than by taking a free and strong stand that emphasizes the unity and the unity of the nation and its effectiveness in all its great causes through jihad at all levels by sacrificing one's life, one's work, one's effort, or at the very least, one's material comfort. That was the fatwa by Ayatollah Sayyid Muhammad Hussein Fadullah of Lebanon. And I'm not doing this for any political gain, for my gain or any. I'm not doing this for myself. I'm doing this for my brothers and sisters of Palestine. And I'm trying to get you, the people that are listening to this, my Muslim brothers and sisters, and all my Christian brothers and sisters, and my Jewish brothers and sisters, and all people around the world to get in on this boycott and help Palestine be free one day. This is not. This will be a struggle, of course, but this struggle will not be as anywhere near the struggle of our Palestinian brothers and sisters that are facing apartheid right now, that are facing checkpoints every which way they go, having to wonder if they're going to see their loved ones in the hospital, having to wonder if they're going to get shot the next day, having to constantly worry about death every day. So please just take take the time out of your schedule to look at this website and be aware of what you're buying, and inshallah, one day Palestine will be free. Good office.